Hey guys, we got Cat Jack says thank you for this morning. You're welcome. You're welcome. I didn't do anything, but you're welcome.
Need a UGC video for your business? Find me and many of.
Alright guys, I'm gonna type something here in the comment. Hey Sniper. Hey Monkey Crab. Monkey Crab says, yo, what's up? Hey. This is the second time Monkey Crabs in a day has been in the live stream. He's become someone who just is even in such a short time, it's just fitting right in. So let's mod him up. He's not really doing much content now, but he might want to sometime. You never know. In which case, we're going to be prepared to dive in and help him out. What's up, Jace? Jace said hi. And let's say, Enlist Empire. Hey, my friend. You're a little later today. Don't normally see you that often outside of the early morning. However, you're always welcome. I'm going to type something in the comment. Give me 1 second. Cat says that little boy in the thumbnail. He might have looked all innocent, but he was a troublemaker. He was a troublemaker. Hey, Marie. Marie says, long time no see. It has been. How have you been? Wow, man, look at that.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, Jace?
Oh, good, mate. River 7, as you can see. There's some swans just going down the river. That was the only reason I joined quickly. It's not something you get to all the time.
True.
And then some people on boats, and they've got a little doggy in the front. They're like in the front of us. So, yeah. Quite an amazing little place.
It looks like it.
There's a little parking spot. I just thought I'd get Xena out for a run. We've done about 2 hours nearly. It's absolutely glorious.
Hey, what's the name of that body of water that you're at?
The River 7.
Look that up. That's
it's one of the biggest rivers in the UK.
How do you spell that?
S-E-V-E-N. S-E-V-E-N.
Gotcha.
Yes, Lee. How are you, brother? Cat and Jack. Cat, you're an inspiration. Absolutely, an absolute pleasure to be around. And such a calm character. Beautiful presence. Much love. Scribble. Hello, buddy. Oh, look at this. Look.
Wow.
Just took off. Did you catch that taking off?
Yep.
Awesome stuff. So that'll be on your live. That'll be something to clip.
If I only knew how to clip.
So all you do is it's difficult when you're actually streaming, but if somebody's watching, they just press the little scissors, and then they can just select a little short period. I think it's about 30 seconds. Obviously, it just records it.
We have little clippers.
Yes.
When did we get little clippers? How come no one told me we had little clippers?
Hang on, let me see if this works. Xena, come. Oh, Zane. Hey, Xena. Zane, stop. You're not playing. Sorry, brother. Didn't mean for me. Sorry, mate. Stop. No. Naughty girl. Here, I'm the lead. Oh, Xena. I was just walking past the door. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Hope you're good. Had a shave as well. It's a little bit different. But anyway, much love. I shall speak to you all soon. I've got to put Xena back on the lead. Take care. Good session with a bit Reaper earlier.
Oh, thanks.
Awesome stuff.
He tricked me. Did you see how he tricked me?
Yeah, he just kept going. He kept going.
I thought
every time he was doing an extra rep.
I looked up. I thought he was saying Yogi's #1.
Yep, he was. He was like, don't tell anybody, but he hasn't got the right pants on. Right, much love. Catch you all soon.
Yep. Thank you, Jace.
Bye.
Did you guys catch that Jace was nicely clean shaven? Let's see. Marie says, good. I just hate being on YouTube nowadays. I'm sorry, Marie. What's the reason for that? And Empire says, I'm awake on the weekends usually. I'm asleep during the day. Gotcha. Hey, Bud Files. Welcome, my friend. Susanna, how are you? So I'm going to attempt to type something here, guys. There it is. I think maybe our friend Sebastian might find this interesting. It's pinned. Why should we let them decide what kind of day we're going to have? Imagine that. We do it every day. Someone says something, someone does something, someone looks at us a certain way, someone cuts us off in traffic, whatever. And we suddenly give them all the power in the world, literally all the power in the world over us. Hey, Sissy. This is Blessings, everyone. Thanks for being in this morning with me and Reaper. I don't know. I don't think anyone else was there. I was tricked. I was at we were doing nasal breathing burpees towards the end. We were supposed to do 100 reps. And I noticed that we kept on going because he was doing the counting. Every time he did a rep, he would go to the chat. He wasn't told me that we were doing an extra rep. And we got to our last 25, and then we're at 26, then we're at 27. And then I'm starting to think, I think we're in our 30s now. And finally, I asked him, said, are we doing more? And he started laughing, gave the game away. Hey, William. William says, hello, Eric and channel. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Are you back at work today, William? Jason's waving at William. But so someone's done something to us or said something to us, and we're instantly in a bad mood. Meaning we let someone else decide what kind of day we're going to have. Sebastian says it allows us to pause and think before any type of reaction, seeing it typed that way. Yes, and not only that, we get to rethink. Nothing's ever set in stone. So we're in a mood, a particular mood, certain type of mood now. Does that mean we have to stay in it? If someone can seemingly cause us to be in a certain mood, bad mood, doesn't that mean we also have the power to cause ourselves to be in a different mood, a better mood? Now, I'm not saying that we even always need to be in a better mood, but shouldn't we decide? Why give our power to someone else or something else? We've all been there. I've been there. I've been there recently, doing stuff unexpectedly. Sissy says he walked up to the camera and did the gesture, and I lost it with that. What rep were we on? I'm going to rewatch it so I can see that. Professor says we go through moods for sure, but yes, why do we or I have to be in that mindset? I like that, Yogi. Well, here's the thing also. Jace says 135. 135 it started. So I'm a little slow on the uptake. I was suffering from lack of oxygen from excess burpees. I haven't done that many reps since my last workout with Jace. I wasn't even sure about 100 reps because it's been so long. And it was after a heavy kettlebell session today or yesterday, and then a shorter but quicker session this morning. What's up, Dan? William says, "Hey, Jace, I will be later. I won't make it the evening live." Oh, work. Got you. Kat says, because we are unconsciously going about our day a lot of the time. So that's a great statement. What would happen if this is why the importance of giving ourselves a breath check? When you're in a bad mood, believe it or not, you're breathing a certain way. I had a great conversation with Toy Pups maybe last week. She was asking about breath work. And I had mentioned to her, breath work always works. Have you ever had anyone take a breath and say, nope, it ain't working for me, guys? I'm going back to holding my breath. Breath work always works. It's always producing something. The question is, have you persisted with something long enough to get what you want through your breathing? Hey, Big Al. So if we were to unconsciously going about our day and slipping into these moods, what would happen if we consciously took a break just for a moment? We checked in with our breath, we checked in with our thoughts, we checked in with our bodily tension and shifted it and just caused a shift. What's up, Big Al?
Hello, Yogi. I just want to tell you I'm being conscripted. Vladimir Putin sent me a letter. I have to go front line.
All right, I didn't catch any of that. What accent are we on today?
I was trying to do Russian, good friend.
Oh, okay. I can see the Russian now. The only reason I was stumped is because the last time we talked about accents, we were talking about Boston, and I was thinking that's the worst Boston accent I've ever heard. And I was about to say your Boston accent sounds like it's Russian.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the Boston. I did watch some videos. I watched a movie actually, but I did completely forget to come in and do it. For some reason, I chose to do a Russian.
What movie, Boston movie, did you watch?
I watched Patriots Day.
I don't know if I ever saw that.
It's Mark Wahlberg. It's based on the Boston Marathon bombings.
Oh, okay. Yep, I remember that well because I had some friends.
So I watched that because I couldn't think of any other. Well, I didn't know of any other movies set in Boston, so I had to watch that.
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, I've heard of that. What is it about, Yogi?
It's about a math prodigy who doesn't want to be a math prodigy, so he basically ignores it. But he's discovered by Robin Williams, and Robin Williams coaches him to go to school and utilize and appreciate his gift.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Late
I've
90s.
heard of it. Is it? It's Matt Damon, isn't it?
Yeah, Matt Damon and the other guy. What's the other guy's name? Ben Affleck.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I knew Matt Damon was in it. Yeah, I'll give that might give that a watch at some point when I get time. I
Hey,
watched it
Sniper.
yesterday, but I've been packing all of today.
Hey,
Oh.
Kat says that your accent was better than yesterday, Big Al. Actually, pretty good.
Oh, better than New York, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps.
Now, here's a question: can you do a Russian who's in New York?
Probably not. A lot of people are going to be very offended if I even try.
You think so? I thought you might do a Russian saying, "I'm walking here."
I was trying to I was thinking of what a tourist might say. Excuse me, taxi, please stop.
Well, there you go. That was pretty good. Hey, Anna.
Yeah, so here we are. We are packing at the minute.
You seem to be a very
That's all
tidy
the
person,
boxes.
Big Al.
Very uniformed or regimented. And then we got the box that's under there. That's what we packed.
Right.
I've just got
Is
a few
this
bits ready to go
from
down
your
there.
military training,
The
or
table is nearly clear. Sorry, go on,
So-
Yogi.
that orderliness? Is that from your military training, or does that stem from before?
No, it's definitely from the military. When I was a teenager, up into my I joined up at 17, so up until I was about 16, I was very untidy. Yeah. And now everything's got its own place. It's got to be neat and tidy. No clutter anywhere. I mean, there's paperwork there, obviously, but that's because I'm currently packing. But no, if there was this stuff, usually these shoes and stuff, they wouldn't normally be like that. It's usually tidy. But like anyone knows, when you're moving, everything just becomes a mess.
Right. I think I would just give it, if I was moving, I'd just give everything away. I'd say,
Fair enough.
hey, it goes with if I was moving, it's because I sold the house. If I sold the house, I'll say, hey, look, for an extra $10, you can have everything inside, including
Fair enough.
the
No,
cats, including my brother. Well,
wow.
no, I'll take the cats with me, but yeah, including my brother.
I don't actually have a lot of things. I said to my mum when I phoned her earlier, I said it's surprising how much I don't have, because obviously I have the tables and stuff, the TV and things like that. But really, a lot of my life has gone into one box. This big box here has got most of my stuff in. The only thing it hasn't got is my shoes, clothes, my TV and games console and stuff like that. But
Right.
pretty much everything, even my cupboards are empty.
Well,
So all that's in here are these. This is plates that belong to the building. And these 2 cups are for my parents when they come down and visit, just so they can have a drink.
when do you have to be out of your house? Place.
There's no real limit on it, but they have given me sort of a week. So on Monday I will sign for the new place. I'll get the key, or keys, and I've got sort of a week to get everything in. But that's not a time limit. They have said if it takes a bit longer, then that's fine.
Right.
But the kind of limit I am on is kind of a week, because the people that are able to help me only have a week before, Monday is bank holiday.
Right. You
So
seem
we
to
kind
be.
of
You seem to be ahead of. If you have a schedule, you seem to be ahead of it. You have a lot of taken care of.
Yeah, I started packing straight away yesterday. I was a bit of excitement, a little bit of that preparedness from being in the military. I was like, yeah, I want to be prepared. I don't want to have to rush, and just So I got boxes prepared. I'm waiting for some tape actually, so I can put more boxes up. But yeah, no. And then there's stuff in the bedroom just needs to be packed, which is my clothing essentially. But yeah, and obviously there's the guitar as well to go in there. But there's not a lot at all, really. The main thing is I didn't expect a place so quick. I was expecting. I've been looking at places and stuff like that, and I wanted to move, obviously, but I weren't expecting a place to come up so quick. And it wasn't one that I chose either. It was put to me. I sort of got first refusal.
Right.
So they phoned me and said, "Oh, we've got this place. You can come and have a look." And I'm already going to accept it. I know that. I've sort of already decided. Don't care what it looks like. I know what it looks like from the outside, but I don't know what the inside looks like. But I'm already going to accept it, just
Right.
because I'd rather be anywhere than where I am right now.
You mentioned that. Hey, I'm going to read a couple comments real quick.
Yep.
Want to welcome in Layla. Thank you, Layla. And our friend, the Burpee Reaper, is here. Says, Yogi, thank you for joining my live and knocking down 200 burpees with me. I'm very honored with the salute. Hey, Big Al, I don't mind saying this. I was tricked into getting 200 burpees. I was going to do 100. And
Right.
then,
Okay.
my counter, who was Reaper, didn't let me know. I thought we were like on 25, and then we got like 35, and I'm thinking we've gotten to be over that 25 rep where we were going to finish.
Yeah.
And he just kept going, so I kept going, and then he kept going, and I kept going. And I think it was 145 reps. So several more than I was thinking about doing. Finally, it dawned on me. Wait a minute, something's going on here. So I'm a little slow on the uptake. I blame it on, like I said, lack of oxygen to the brain from all the burpees. But we ended up doing 200 reps. My first time doing 200 reps since like New Year's, somewhere around that time. I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I did it. Burpee Reaper is a legend in the game. So if I was gonna step up and do some reps, he was the man to do it with.
No, it sounds like a really good personal achievement and like a good challenge as well.
It was not for him. Just a few days ago, he knocked out 2,502 reps in an afternoon session. Just going with very
Did
little
the
water.
Burpee Reaper partake in the thing that Jace took part in?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I actually think I remember watching. I'm sure I watched it, or maybe someone updated me. I don't know. I can't remember, but I remember that. Yeah.
And one more thing I want to do. Our friend Willow, her little guinea pig, Rusty, who's had a lot of health issues for, I guess it's been, maybe 2 months, Willow? Gave me permission. This is Rusty, who's not doing too well. She said I could show her photo. So if anyone wants to send out some positive thoughts, some healing prayers for our little friend, Rusty the guinea pig. Poor little girl. All right.
Sending love to you, Willow.
Thank you, Big Al. Appreciate that. People said Yogi had no problem with them burpees. Fortunately, kettlebells leave you in pretty good shape to handle just about anything. It also works both ways. When I hadn't done competitive kettlebell lifting in several years because I was ultra running.
Yeah.
When I finished ultra running, I started doing high rep burpees. So I thought there'd be like a long time to catch back up when I decided to do kettlebells again. But because of the burpees, slid right into it like I hadn't even left it behind. Hey, Lucy.
That's good then, Yogi. It means that you didn't. I don't know what the remedial. I know what I'm trying to say. It's similar to what you do in the armed forces when you haven't done exercise in a little while due to overtraining. There's remedial. Oh, it's remedial something. I can't remember the other word. Remedial, like. No, I'm going to give up because I can't think.
Right. I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. Our friend, the Reinhardts,
so
is
rather
here.
than.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
I just wanted to say hi to the Reinhardts channel. Thank you for being here, guys. Reinhardt's channel, much appreciated. And I'm sorry, Big Al, what were you saying?
No, I was just going to say it's good that you understand what I mean. It's like you didn't struggle through not doing it for a while. You didn't struggle. You just, like you said, you eased back into it. You slid straight back into it. And yeah, no, I'm just appreciative that you understood what I meant.
Right. Did you? I think you got the point across pretty well. And because I actually know, like I actually experienced, it was easy. It was easy to understand.
Yeah.
Hey, Sebastian. Hey, are you subscribed to Sebastian Cristobal?
No.
He is at 8,000. Let's see, 8,006.8 subscribers. Nicely
I
done.
will subscribe after when I jump back in the chat, Yogi. I think this is the first time I've seen him in the chat. If I'm honest, I don't recognise. I only know one Sebastian. It's the Sebastian that has just Sebastian.
Right. We are fortunate enough to have two Sebastians in the chat.
Just thank your lucky stars that you don't have two big L's in the chat.
I thank my lucky stars that there aren't two Big Al's in the universe. It's like the Highlander. There can only be one.
Indeed, there can. I am the sheriff, and I make the rules.
That's true. And actually, it's a good thing. There can only be one. Means that you're uniquely Big Al, the sheriff, Lord Surveyor of his little kingdom. Reinhardt says, I always support all of you. We appreciate that, Reinhardt. Goes both ways, my friend.
I am looking for a deputy, though.
I'm thinking Cat and Jack.
She didn't want to. I said earlier, and Cat didn't
remember.
want to be deputized.
Yeah, I remember. She said she's been down that route before.
Yeah, so I need a deputy.
You know what? I can only think of one other person. You're not going to like this suggestion. You know where I'm going?
I don't, Yogi, and it's making me worry a little bit.
Rebecca.
Now, actually, I'm not opposed to that because that's actually quite a good choice.
Okay.
I get on with Rebecca quite well. I know Rebecca's sense of humor. I know that Rebecca has. Again, I've lost the word. Like personality. Not
right.
It's not personality, but she has that.
It's the same humor as you.
Yeah.
Similar.
I knew what I was trying to get at. I'm lost for words today. Sorry.
Sebastian says Jace for deputy. That's not a bad. I sort of think of Jace as the mayor.
I thought you were the mayor.
No, I'm like the town founder.
Okay. Yep.
And I just sit back on the porch and watch you guys. That's all I do.
I can actually imagine you in about 20 years, Yogi, on the porch in a rocking chair, eating a bowl of mushy peas, because we'll all have swayed your mind.
I was thinking you were going to say because I had no teeth any longer. That's all I could eat was mushy peas.
I'm kind, Yogi. I'm kind.
I'm hoping to be sitting on the porch sooner than that, at least for a day or two.
Yep.
Let's see. My only issue picking Rebecca is, like, would you guys ever arrest anyone? Because you were debating who wants to arrest this person. Whose turn is it? It's my turn. No, it's my turn. Of course, you being sheriff means you have the ultimate say.
Exactly. A sheriff doesn't do his own dirty work. He'd send Rebecca in and say, "There you go, deputy. Go and."
There you go. Cat says with Cat wagging her finger. Will was going to try to get Rusty to eat. Nice to see you, Carl. Carl says, "What's up, y'all?" And let's see. So wait a minute, Cat. Who are you wagging your finger at? Are you wagging your finger at Big Al? Rebecca? I know she can't be wagging a finger at me. I am finger wagging. I am finger wagging proof. I went to Catholic school. I've had fingers being wagged at me my entire life. I built up an immune to it. I
You can raise the finger wagging with a spoon wagging.
this is true. This is true. Not just that, a Michael Burkane signature decorative spoon. Highly recommend it, guys. If you were to, Michael, how much for the spoons? I think they're 20 per spoon. It's well worth it though, because
I
I've done
think as
some.
the sheriff, I can take a bribe. I'll take a free spoon, and I won't put you in the cells for the night.
There you go. Look the other direction. That's okay. Kat says no. You and I are sitting on the front porch. You're just rocking in your chair with your mushy peas, and I'm wagging my finger at everyone else. Why? That was so perfectly said until we got to the mushy peas part. I was visualizing sitting on the porch, gorgeous sunrise, mountains of Tennessee in the foreground. What a beautiful experience. And then I got to the mushy peas part. I'm like, oh man, I got to eat mushy peas.
Speaking of Rebecca, I think you mentioned her too many times because she's just appeared.
Hey, Rebecca. Rebecca, we have a job for you. Michael said it was 20. Sorry, Michael. I didn't mean to wag your own spoon at you. Would you like to describe? Would you like to describe the job to Rebecca? Should she decide to take it?
I think as the townsperson, it should be your job.
Okay. So Rebecca, Big Al was nominated and proudly accepted. Like it didn't even hesitate, putting himself in jeopardy in a very dangerous position. He volunteered to be sheriff. Just so Yogi doing burpees in his basementville. But he needs a deputy. And the first selection was dismissed only because she did not want the job. Not that you were actually second. It was just that Cat and Jack was there first, so I thought of her. And then I thought, who's better? Rebecca. And actually, Big Al leaped at the opportunity and said, yes, Rebecca would be perfect for the job. The only hitch is, what if Rebecca says, nope, I want to be sheriff and she wants you to be deputy?
Well, it's too late because you've already assigned me as deputy, as sheriff.
That's true. That's true. Soulstar says, I'll be your Huckleberry. Do you know what movie that's from?
No, it's not coming to me.
Tombstone. This morning you were talking about you like westerns. One of the best westerns ever. Bill Kilmer playing Doc Holliday.
It just weren't coming to me, Yogi.
Right. Have you seen it though?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Very,
I knew it as soon as she said I'll be a Huckleberry. I was like, yeah, I know, but just the title weren't coming to me.
Right. Yeah, one of the more recent. Of course, it's not really recent. This is when you know you're old, Big Al. When you say recent movie to a movie that came out in 1990 something. But they don't make a ton of westerns anymore, so it feels like it was recent to me.
Yeah. I was watching Dirty Harry a couple of days ago as well.
I saw that you quoted that in Cat and Jack's. Are you feeling lucky today?
Was it today? Oh, I really didn't realize I'd done that today.
Yep. Well, it was early.
This with having everything really busy, everything goes out of my mind, and I forget when I've been in chats and stuff like that.
I want to answer Carl's question really quick. Carl, I don't listen to music when I run. I like the sound of nature, and I like the sound of my breath. And I like watching my thoughts diminish and enter a very quiet state. Even when I'm on a treadmill, I don't listen to music. And I've done some pretty long distances on a treadmill. I've actually done marathons, so 26 plus miles on a treadmills before. It's pretty boring, but you sort of get into this meditative state and you just keep going.
Indeed.
So,
There you go, Yogi. Soulstar just said 1993, so it's 3 years older than me.
well, so it isn't such a recent movie after all. Jeremy and
It's
Shirley
not
here.
very
have
old
submission.
either, really. When I think of westerns, I think of like the 80s, because a lot of westerns released in like the 80s, the 70s.
Right. When I think of westerns, the heyday, I think 60s, 50s, and 40s. John Wayne movies.
Yeah, I like a lot of John Wayne's.
Me too.
I can never remember the titles of them, so it's no good sort of asking me because I don't know. But I do enjoy John Wayne.
Right. Yeah, me too. Carl says he's.
Soulstar said Henry Fonda as well.
I like Henry
And
Fonda.
that's another one that I can't think of any movies, but I know of Henry Fonda and I've seen some movies with him in.
Right. If you want to see one of the best westerns ever, and there's two versions, True Grit, John Wayne, 1969, in which he won an Academy Award, and then the Coen Brothers did a remake, maybe 10 years ago, with Jeff Bridges, and
I've seen the original. I've seen the original one.
excellent movie. The remake is really good. It's not often that you remake a classic movie and it's as good, if not maybe a little bit better. But one, Jeff Bridges, just an incredible actor. And two, the Coen brothers, everything they touch is an instant classic. So you put them together, and it was a great. Oh, My Name Is Nobody. That was an excellent movie with Terrence Howard. It's a British actor. I think he was a British actor. I wanted to say Carl was saying he's the youngest here at 7:30:06, but I believe Rebecca might be the youngest here. Michael says, "Oh, Yogi, I'm having a live stream on my channel tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central to be 11 my time. It's going to be himself, his friend Friday, House, Brian, and Matt. Nice. When you have things set up, drop a link for it." Michael says he thinks his favorite movie is Tombstone.
That's
Yes.
great. Yogi, before we move from the subject of sheriffs and things like that, I wanted to say something. Like I said, just before we move off the subject, I don't think you should be the townsperson.
No?
Every sheriff needs a purdy little thing, and I think that should be you. You should be my purdy little thing.
I'm going to politely say no. I'm honored, but I'm not pretty enough.
Can I bribe you with a flower basket? Maybe.
Yes, actually, you could. You could. You could. If anyone just wondered, does Yogi have a price? Can he be bought? You just found out here. Yes, I could be bought for a flower basket. It doesn't take much, guys. Thank you, Sissy. Sissy's laughing. Now, let me think about that. Is it you with a flower basket, or are you offering me a flower basket?
Well, I don't want to say too much because I actually can't afford anything right now, so I don't want to get false hopes. But in a joking manner, it was me basically trading you for a flower basket.
Oh, so wait a minute. So you would get the flower basket.
Buying your love, essentially. You get a flower basket and I get you.
Okay. I was thinking the other way around because both Kat and Jack and I want to see you with a flower basket almost more than we want to see anything.
But I kind of need a pretty little thing too, and I need a yogi on my hip. I've got a 45. I need a yogi on my arm.
Wouldn't you rather have, man, there's so many prettier people in this chat than me. I'm a lot of things. Probably bald being top of the list. You don't want a bald pretty thing. That would just be insulting to you. People would be like, Big Al, I know you're the sheriff and all, but that bald guy, he's got to go. Plus, I think of it like at Jaws. You remember the movie Jaws?
I do. Yep.
You had the sheriff, and then you had the head of the actual head of the town, the one who appoints the sheriff, and the one that tells the sheriff, "Hey, if you close this beach, I'm going to fire you." See, that's me. Like, you'll want to evacuate the chat, and I'll be like, "If you evacuate the chat, I'll fire you."
But the problem I have, Yogi, is I don't know which females in the chat are single. Whereas I know that you are single. Okay, you're a bald man, but I know you're single. I don't know which ladies are single.
Well, they can step up. They can save me from my fate. Kat says Xena is the obvious toy. Which ladies are single in the chat? And who would like to be a Big Al's metaphoric? Was it pretty little thing?
Pretty little thing. Pretty.
Purdy. Yes, it's got to be westernized. Anna says hi to Cat and Jack. Cat says, I have something going on with the mayor, sweetie. I like that answer. Let's see. Lucy's, I'm single, but I'm not looking. I'm too busy for a boyfriend. Well, I think this would be a non-committal.
No, it's hypothetical. Not hypothetical, it's like make believe if you like. It's for the purpose of the chat.
I was thinking metaphorical, but I think
That's the right thing.
let's see. Plus, I like to think of myself as, as a yogi. I would be the spiritual. I'd be the priest, that type of person.
Yep. I think we've kind of got it planned out. So you are the sort of the priest. We have Jace is the mayor. We've got me as the sheriff, Rebecca as the deputy, Cat and Jack's kind of having a fling with the mayor, I think is what we're getting from that.
Well, this was on the assumption, I'm hoping, that she was thinking I'd also be the mayor, right?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll have no adultery in my town, though.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong about this. Sorry, I just wagged my finger again.
That's fine.
Oh, Rebecca, Big Al's got Bumblebee. Well, there you go.
Out of a flower basket and like a cowboy hat, I'm more likely to actually get a cowboy hat.
The cat says, is the best choice for our pretty little thing. Who is the best choice? Cat would be a pretty good choice for that, Big Al. Does it get any prettier than Cat? I want to backtrack. I'll be honest with you. As much as I like the thought of Big Al and a flower basket, and I hope I don't offend Cat saying this, I'd really love to see you come up on the live stream in a cowboy hat. I think that would actually be pretty awesome. Pretty awesome sight to behold.
Well, out of the two, I am more likely to get a cowboy hat because it'd be a pretty difficult thing to me to explain why I got a flower basket when I don't really want a flower basket. Whereas a cowboy hat, I'm not against having a cowboy hat. No offense to Cat, but I'm more likely to have a cowboy hat.
Hey, Big Al, it's a pretty simple explanation here. It's to put your flowers in.
But
Wait,
I don't particularly want a flower basket on my back, so
that's not the point, though. The point is you need it to put your flowers in. Are you going to put your flowers in your cowboy hat?
no.
Then there you go. You need a flower basket. I think Cat made it pretty clear why you needed a flower basket.
Fair enough. Yep.
There you go. And Jace says, or Cat says, no, Big Al, Xena is your pretty little thing.
Jace is Xena.
Yes. We can't argue. She's pretty. right?
She is. Yep.
Let's see. Oh, hey, Half Tuber. How are you, my friend? Half Tuber, we're just joking around today. Having some laughs. Sniper says he's staying out of this. I'll be the hermit at the edge of town by the river. I can see that. But when danger's called, you always know it's that hermit who shows up, sets things in order.
Indeed.
Let's see. Carl sums it up. He says it's all about flower baskets, Half Tuber. Half Tuber, it's all about flower baskets
It's a shame.
and cowboy hats.
Sorry.
No, I just wanted to throw in that cowboy hat too.
No, that's fine. It's a shame you don't stream at midday, Yogi. Because
Why's
we
that?
have to have a duel at high noon.
This me and you.
Not me and you, no, anybody really. But that's what they do in the West. You
This
have
is
a
true.
duel at high noon.
This is true. I thought you were like, calling me out. High noon. I was a little worried there for a second.
No, Yogi, no.
Let's see. I don't know who it would be that you could call out in chat. You don't want to call out Squirrel Sniper. You never call out a guy named Sniper because you'll never see it coming.
I don't want to have the duel myself. Anyway, it's a bit of entertainment for everyone else. It's usually the sheriff just watches, and then I don't know if the deputy Rebecca gets killed sometime because I've given my responsibilities to her for the day, and somehow there's an oopsie, then I'll appoint the new guy as the winner of the duel as the new deputy.
There you go. I'm a little worried that you're already thinking about replacing Rebecca. You have no faith.
Oh, a
No faith
good
that
sheriff
she's
thinks
gonna
ahead.
She actually might win the duel.
Well, that's even better then, because I don't have to look for a new deputy.
That's true. This is true. Let's see. Clearing things up. Solstar says I'll be the dry drunk bartender. Well, there you go. Definitely need one of those.
Yes, we do. This is turning into I enjoy things like this, hypothetical, like, what would you do in a Western scenario? Things like that. I really enjoy it. And it's kind of awesome that people are joining in.
Yep. Rebecca's laughing though. She says, if I get killed, thanks. Already thinking of my replacement. I was with you, Rebecca. I was on your side with this, Rebecca.
It's not about you getting killed. It's just good sheriff thinks ahead. You've got to have a plan all the time. It's no good being sheriff and then waiting till the deputy dies and then going, oh, now I'm stuck. You have to think ahead and go, if the deputy dies, then this person can replace them.
It makes me wonder though, is the deputy thinking, am I going to become the sheriff when the sheriff dies? I hadn't thought of that, had you, Miguel?
No, honestly, I was sipping a drink and then you said that and it kind of turned into a comedy. I kind of back gulped on my drink quickly. I was a bit taken aback.
I saw that you were, I don't know, the only instant that I think I've seen Big Al speechless for like a second. I was like, I think I actually heard you gulp. Like, now what do I do?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was taking a sip of my drink. You said that, and I kind of back gulped a little bit. I was like, "Oh no, that's not right."
Hey, Maddie. Oh, Maddie, you're welcome. That was an awesome shot of the river. Maddie Fitzgerald is in Australia.
Sorry, Yogi. What did you say?
Maddie Fitzgerald. He's in Australia. He had a beautiful video of a river at the Nepean. Did I say that right? Nepean River. Hey, speaking of westerns, and speaking of the fact that we're all having a laugh, you ever seen Blazing Saddles?
I have, yes. Yep.
Good movie.
I enjoyed it. I enjoy most westerns. I will admit. I'm not very fussy. I enjoy most of them. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Unforgiven? Clint Eastwood.
Yes. My stepdad has. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I can't remember what it. It's not just Clint Eastwood though. He's got a big westerns box set, and it's got all sorts. And it's got John Wayne. It's got Clint Eastwood, and it's got it's got the obvious ones: Dirty Harry. It's got Unforgiven in it, but there is some in there that I've watched that I enjoyed that are slightly older, and I would say sort of from the 60s.
Right. Nice.
Which makes sense because my stepdad is 5 years older than you, so.
Does he have a favorite?
I you know what? I genuinely don't know. I know that he's a big fan of Clint Eastwood.
Right. I'll tell you, I like Unforgiven a lot, but my all-time favorite Clint Eastwood movie, The Outlaw Josey Wales.
Yep. Oh, you've just reminded me, and it's immediately gone because I got excited. Is it The Alamo? Am I getting that right? No, it's not called The Alamo. It's not called The Alamo. Oh no. This is what I mean. It's gone completely. There's three men in a shootout, and oh no, it's gone. I can't remember, but that's a good movie. That's a good western as well.
3 Men in a Shootout. Clint Eastwood?
No, it is something to do with an Alamo. I can't remember who's in it either.
It'll come to you. Kat says, I hope the deputy doesn't die defending the sheriff when the mayor finds out the sheriff has something going on with his daughter. Well, let's see. Now I'm confused. So, the deputy, Rebecca, defending the sheriff, you, and the mayor. Now, who did we decide the mayor was?
You said the mayor was Jace.
Did I say Jace?
But you originally said the mayor was you. So Kat might think the mayor is you instead of Jace.
Because you actually demoted me as mayor, and I don't know that you have the sheriff. I don't know if you have the authority to demote me.
I didn't demote you. I said I thought you were the mayor. So when you said you were then the town person, and I didn't realize until after when I said you were the mayor, and then you changed to the priest. So you've actually keep changing your mind. I can't keep up.
Keep changing my mind. And then wait a minute, who's the daughter?
That bit I'm confused about. I don't know where that comes into it at all.
Let's see. Hey, Monkey Crab. Monkey Crab is new, so you're probably not subscribed to him, are you?
He came in. Was it this morning or last night? Monkey Crab came in for the first time.
This morning.
But no, the short answer, I don't know why I asked that. In all fairness, no, I'm not subscribed to the Monkey Crab.
He's like I said, he's been here just for a little bit of time and already fits in. Rebecca says, so Yogi's the priest. Finds that humorous. Let's see. Dan's waving at Sniper. So now all that's left is to figure out which one's the daughter.
That's what I genuinely don't know either, Yogi. I don't know who the daughter is in this case.
Because
unless you said Jace was the mayor, so unless Kat, because Kat said that Xena was also then the pretty little thing, so I'm not sure whether Kat is saying that I'm doing something with Xena, which would make Xena the daughter of Jace, which is the mayor.
There you go. That makes perfect sense. All explained. Well done. This is why you're the sheriff, because not only you like law enforcing, you're a detective. You figured it out. You solved the case. You solved the case of the missing daughter. Well done. I knew I made a good decision appointing you sheriff.
You see, so I weren't being nasty to you, Rebecca, when I said about you dying or being killed. It was me just thinking ahead, like a good sheriff does.
Right. I apologize for thinking otherwise, Big Al.
You don't need to apologize. It's Rebecca that got offended.
The pretty little thing, says Rebecca. Sniper says, Eric, did you see the book I'm reading tonight? I didn't see the book. Did you announce it on your channel? Big Al's gonna, or Sniper's gonna be doing a reading this evening. Around the Fire. I see it right now. Tonight's read, let's see. Oh, the Book of the Damned.
The book of what? Sorry.
The Book of the Damned. No, Wild
Oh.
Talents, New Lands. Interesting, Sniper. I'm gonna look that up. Charles Hoy Fort. So there were several movies made about the Alamo. Big Al. John Wayne made. John Wayne only died in 2 or 3 films ever. He had to die in the Alamo because, accordingly, some people think that maybe not everyone did die in the Alamo. That some were actually taken and imprisoned in Mexico. Don't know to believe that or not. Probably everyone died. So he played. Forget who he played. I don't think he played. Maybe he played Davy Crockett. But so he had to die in the Alamo, and he died in, I believe, his last 2 films he ever made. One was The Cowboys. You ever seen that?
I'm not sure, Yogi. Not just from the title.
He played a cattle rancher who was about to embark on a big drive when there was a gold strike, and all of his hands, all of the cow hands, took off to find gold. And he was left with a herd of cattle, but no cowboys. So he actually hired actual boys and trained them to be cowboys. He was tough, but they came to really respect him. And they were held up, and he fought the guy, but the guy ended up killing him, cheated, shot him in the back. The
It
Cowboys
sounds
decided-
familiar.
What's that?
It sounds familiar.
The Cowboys decided that they were going to get the cattle back and finish the drive in his honor. Really good movie. And his very last movie, The Shootist, when he was dying of cancer, but he made the movie anyway.
The
he died.
shootist I've seen. Yep.
Yeah, that's a really good movie. That,
Yeah.
The Shootist, what's that?
The shootist I've seen. But the other one I'm not so sure about. It does sound familiar from what you just described, but I don't know. I don't want to say yes or no because I don't remember.
Right. Let's see. All right, Big Al, we're coming up on the hour mark. So just a minute or two. I'm going to shut things down for the afternoon. I'm looking forward to the cowboy
That's
hat.
fine. I'm gonna jump off anyway, Yogi. I apologize I stayed so long, but we were chatting westerns, and that's something I can't pass.
It needed to be done. But now I think quite possibly the flower basket has left the chat completely, and now we're all waiting for the cowboy hat.
It will have to wait, obviously, as you know. I'm in the process of moving, so I need to buy a few things. So it will wait, but it's on my list.
I'm actually, honestly, I'm thinking about a GoFundMe and a housewarming present. Because what's a new place without a brand new cowboy hat?
Exactly, Yogi. Hung on the back of the door. I'll buy a gold badge, a gold star as well, and when I get called out on my bike, I'll ride it like a horse.
There you go. You got a plan. Thank you, Big Al. I appreciate you coming up. I appreciate you being up here. I appreciate the conversation.
I appreciate you having me.
You know what? I apologize also that the last few days you haven't been able to make it up for that long.
No, that's fine. No, but I do appreciate you having me here, and I'll get out of your hair. But one last question, Yogi, just so I'm clear, because I'm none the wiser. Are you the priest, the mayor, or the townsperson?
The answer is yes. All of the above.
Okay. Right. Okay. That makes sense. You are the leader of the boss of the town.
And being the founder, the founding father, I step in where I'm needed to fulfill any task that needs to be done, except for sheriff, because it's, as proven here, it's capably done by Big Al.
Indeed. I take my job very seriously. I hope that your town is run the way you want your town to be run. And I hope nobody does any wrong, because I don't want to put them in the cells.
There you go. And everyone knows when a job needs to be done, Big Al steps up and gets the job done. He already proved it.
Indeed, I do. Right, anyway, enough of taking up your time, Yogi. I'm going to jump off back into the chat for a couple of minutes, and appreciate you having me here. It's been really fun, actually. I've actually really enjoyed this conversation, so thank you.
I'm glad. You're welcome. And again, guys, Big Al. Monkey Crab says, let's do some meditation. Monkey Crab, would you rather do meditation, or would you rather do some breath work to close things down? Soulstar says, best of day to you, Rebecca. I have been wanting to teach a loving kindness meditation for a while, specifically to our friend Stitch and our friend Willow, and anyone else who is finding it difficult to connect, who is going through anxiety or feeling a bit alone. Loving kindness meditation. Hey, Sal. Sal, how are you? Let's take care of this right away. Loving kindness meditation in the language of Pali, P-A-L-I, the original language of the Buddha. It's very, very closely related to Sanskrit. Like the word Dharma in Sanskrit, D-H-A-R-M-A, is Dhamma in Pali, D-H-A-M-M-A. Get rid of the R. Who needs an R anyway? And the metta, M-E-T-T-A, means loving kindness. The Buddha specifically, a lot of, the Buddha was, he was a yogi, studied Siddhartha, the prince, left his kingdom after being sheltered. Hey, you're welcome, Sal. Guys, please subscribe to Chill Cell. I watched him get in some awesome reps today, as he was having a great conversation at the same time. Thank you very much. You're very much going to enjoy hanging out with Sal. Monkey Crab, so I might have to leave, but I'll still be sub. I appreciate that, Monkey Crab. Come on back anytime. So maybe this evening we're going to do some meditation, if anyone would like to learn. If you want to come on up and hang out, I'm happy to teach someone like one-on-one. Sissy says, alone on a Saturday. Joe Cell says, I appreciate the support. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, Monkey Crab, anytime you want to come in and do some breath work, just they got a standing policy. If someone's having a tough day or they just want to do some breath work for whatever reason, just give a shout out and we'll get it done. Oh, Sniper says, I'm up for helping you out later. Eric, nice. Sniper, I appreciate that. So it's a great way of increasing concentration. Give me a second here. I will let you know the benefits. And then we're going to wrap things up for the afternoon. So the benefits of metta or loving kindness meditation: improved emotional well-being, reduce stress and anxiety, enhance social connections, increase self-compassion, which is important, there's a host of potential physical benefits: reduction of stress, reduction of blood pressure, lowering the heart rate, improving immune function, reducing inflammation, chronic pain, improves overall health and well-being. Also has been very helpful in reducing the occurrence of migraines, by the way. It reduces PTSD and depression symptoms, improve brain function, and cultivation of mindfulness. But most importantly, guys, it helps you feel at home in your body, connected, being able to connect, and being able to accept connections in return. I have seen people mend relationships without a single word being exchanged, because through that practice of extending loving kindness to themselves, and then to a loved one, then to a neutral person, and then to someone that they might perceive as an enemy. I've watched people heal relationships with an ex-spouse. Doesn't mean they get back together. Doesn't even mean that they stay friends. It means that it's healed. Sometimes healing means people still go in their separate ways. I think so often, especially in relationships, we think of healing as only occurring one way, which limits us a great deal. But it doesn't have to. Let's see. Big Al says, my mother-in-law used to make a smashing cowboy grub. What is a cowboy grub? Thank you guys for subbing to each other. Much appreciated. Let's see. What time you going on later? Eastern time zone, it'll be at 5:25. I am live 3 times a day, whether anyone wants me to be live 3 times a day or not. Probably most people don't, but I'm consistent as well as persistent. Monkey Crab says that's why I have to leave, because some things are going on, so I got to meditate. Got you. Hey, next time you come in, let me know what type of meditation you practice. I'm a certified primordial sound meditation teacher, which is a ancient Vedic yogic mantra-based meditation, very similar to transcendental meditation. That's my actual practice, but I practice quite a bit of Buddhist meditation, including the loving kindness meditation that I'm mentioning, as well as what's called passage meditation, which I actually love. I love all forms of meditation. Sissy connected to Chill Cell and Monkey Crab. Nice. We're glad everyone made some new connections, guys. Maddie says, have a great day, people. Namaste. Namaste to you, Maddie. Thank you so much. Monkey Crab says, just any meditation. If you ever want to learn any of the above, let me know, Monkey Man, Monkey Crab. We have a friend, Monkey Man, so that's why I keep falling back. Sal says, no problem. Love to support. 30 likes. Thanks, Anna. All right. So, guys, I'll be back in about 3 hours or so. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for having fun with us on our Western Journey of the Mind with Sheriff Big Al. Don't know if I can actually afford to get Big Al a cowboy hat, even with a GoFundMe. However, I might be able to get him a badge. Monkey Crab says, yes, I would love to learn some meditation. Gotcha. So we'll see what we do this evening. You know, I actually taught how to do the mantra meditation without giving you your personalized mantra, but I gave a universal mantra. Probably the simplest, easiest, and most effective form of meditation that I know of. Lucy says, see you, Yogi Eric, and everyone. Thank you, Lucy. Hey, Lucy's going to be live on Monday, guys, in the morning. So hit the notification button now so you'll be there. Monkey Crab says, yes, have a good rest of your day. You too. Anna says, see you later. And again, big welcome, big thanks to Chill Sal, to Monkey Crab, and new people popping in. It's much appreciated. Hey, Llama. Llama says hi, Yogi. You're welcome, Lucy. Get some unicorn vibes. Here to support you guys. Thanks for coming in, Llama. Let's see. Monkey Crab says you made my day here. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Mina. Almost ashamed to end the live stream, but I got things I got to do. Mina says, Lucy, my dear friend. You know what? That's all I needed to see. I needed to see a Lucy, my dear friend. If Mina, who's been in before, is a dear friend of Lucy, then she's automatically a mod. There we go. All right. Gotta go. I'll see you guys later.